Aw, animals.
Wildlife selfies good for Instagram, horrible for the animals. Wildlife selfies have become all the rave over social media. Only problem is they encourage animal cruelty. As more people look for pointless reasons to share pictures of themselves, local wildlife around the world are paying the price. Charity Wild Animal Protection found a 292% increase in the amount of wildlife selfies posted on Instagram since 2014. The demand for wildlife selfies has led to an increase in local animals being snatched from the wild and forced into becoming props. Investigators found animals being abused in the Amazon cities of Manaus, Brazil, and Puerto Alegria, Peru. The team discovered green anacondas wounded and dehydrated, kept in small wooden crates when not being strangled by the throat for selfies. Sloths are snatched from the wild so they can be held by tourists. The handling from all the tourists naturally causes the sloths to freak out. Now, when they're not needed for photos, they're tied to trees by ropes. Caiman crocodiles are lucky enough to get jammed into broken refrigerators with their jaws wrapped shut with rubber bands. A good rule of thumb: next time you think about taking a selfie, don't. No one cares. That is, unless you slip and fall while taking it and happen to pass away in the process. In that case, send it over to us and we'll Tomo it. It's a zoo out there.
Bear in Kosovo stuck in wire trap until rescuers come to his aid. When out hunting for picnic baskets, sometimes an unlucky bear stumbles upon a trap. That's what happened to this lonely guy last week, who found himself in pretty dire straits, a wire trap tightening around his paw as he struggled to break free. Unable to move, he might have been a goner had someone not spotted him and called in the good guys to bust him out of there. Four Paws Kosovo, an animal rescue team near Pristina, came to save the day. Known for providing a sanctuary to captive bears, to them, a wild bear in need is still a friend indeed. After tranquilizing the poor bear and waiting for him to fall asleep, veterinarians were able to remove the wire trap and tend to his wounds. After determining he was in good enough shape to return to the wild on his own, they left him in a safe area and vacated. People monitoring the bear claim to have seen him scoot off back into the forest, resuming his adventures. 3 cheers for the good guys.
Zoo animals take over Tbilisi after severe flooding in Georgia. The heart of Georgia's capital looked like something out of a post-apocalyptic movie on Sunday, after dozens of large zoo animals escaped their cages during a debilitating flood. While authorities worked to capture some of the carnivorous animals, the bodies of creatures killed in the flood littered the streets of Tbilisi. The zoo flooded with water from the river Vir, which runs through the middle of the city. The river is normally more like a creek, but on Saturday night, heavy rains caused it to overflow its banks. The waters loosened dozens of animal cages inside the zoo. 3 zoo workers were confirmed dead in the flood, including a 25-year veteran who lost one of her arms after a tiger attacked her in May. The escaped animals included 20 wolves, 8 lions, and at least 6 bears and 6 tigers, according to local reports. Rescue officials focused their efforts on tranquilizing the escaped animals, but they say some of the more dangerous animals had to be killed, including 6 wolves that were found roaming the grounds of a children's hospital. By Sunday evening, 12 people were confirmed dead in the flood, according to the BBC. There were no reports of deadly animal attacks, but authorities urged residents to stay inside until all of the animals were accounted for.
Double-headed kitty born in China. Aww, so cute. Xiao Wei from Shenyang in the Chinese province of Liaoning got quite the surprise recently after his cat gave birth to a litter of kittens, including one with 2 heads. According to the state-controlled People's Daily newspaper, the little guy has 3 eyes and 2 mouths. Apparently, there's a 1 in a million chance of mutations like this occurring, and it could be due to radiation, infection, or a reaction to medicine. Xiao reportedly called the cat Akumaru from the popular Naruto anime series. FYI, Akumaru is actually a frickin' dog, but live and let live, as they say. Xiao says that he'll never sell Akumaru, adding that he hopes the cat grows up healthy.